Hey everyone, welcome to Definition Ale. I'm Stephen Rich and this is real beer. And this is definitely real beer. This is McAuslan's Saint Ambrois Russian Imperial Stout 2011. This is the third Russian Imperial Stout that Saint Ambrois has made. They all come in these beautiful tubes. They're all a little bit different in color. This year we've got a black and gold, which is really nice. I really enjoyed the 09 and the 010, so I'm very excited for the 2011. Russian Imperial Stouts are a style of beer that was originally made in the 1700s for Catherine the Great in the Russian Imperial courts. She really liked big boozy stouts, and in order to get stouts to her from England in the first place, they had to hop them a little bit more aggressively and increase the alcohol so they would preserve on their way over there, similar to the India Pale Ale story with the British sending pale ales down to India. So let's see what this looks like. It's at the LCBO right now, probably a very limited time. I don't expect that we got too many, and I don't expect that they're going to last that long. They always sell out pretty quick. It's 9.2%. It has been brewed with Cascade hops, as well as, I believe, Willamette. Cascade is a pretty zesty, citrusy hop, usually reserved for India Pale Ales and hop-focused beers of that sort. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of hop character this has, if any. But I certainly can't wait any longer. Let's see how it is. Well, already I can see the familiar traits between this beer and the 2010 and 2009. It is absolutely one of the blackest beers you will ever see. The head isn't even tan, it's dark brown. It's not mocha, it is milk chocolate, even dark chocolate. It's outstanding. There's not a pinch of light coming through this. The head is tight and very, like, with very small bubbles that are just compacted together. It's massively beautiful. I just adore this. Ooh, the aroma is really nice. So one thing I forgot to mention about this beer is it's aged with bourbon casks, or bourbon wood has been used to mature this beer. So right away I'm getting smooth roast character, lots of coffee, lots of espresso, kind of bitter chocolate, and that kind of blatant bourbony feel, which is giving me oak and vanilla and that kind of sweet, smooth whiskey bourbon. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there's a lot of bourbon going on in here. It's not overpowering though. I'm still getting those cocoa, those roast characters. Maybe more espresso-like than into the coffee, but it's smooth roast. Overall, the aroma is very smooth and very clean. And you can see the head is barely moved since I poured it. Just magnificent. It's a breathtaking beer to look at, but I'm done looking at it. Oh yeah. Sorry. Let me just take a sec. That's beautiful. There's a lot, that bourbon character is coming right over top of my mouth, but I'm getting vanilla and that oaky into my cheeks. Oh, I can still feel it, but there's cocoa, that kind of like dark powdered cocoa, like raw cocoa powder coming all the way across my palate. Espresso beans, just ground, not even espresso, but that like just crushed up espresso beans, fresh in the air. Oh yeah, it's smooth, it's oaky. The bourbon is perfectly integrated into this beer. It's so miraculous. Also, I took this out of the fridge about 20 minutes ago. So the beer is around cellar temperature, maybe about 12 degrees Celsius. So it's not strikingly cold. My palate can actually absorb all these characters. If this is too cold, you're just going to get cold roast. It's going to be kind of refreshing. It's going to be nice and roasty. but you're going to miss all the beautiful, the bourbon, you're going to miss the chocolate, you're going to miss this espresso. And now that I'm thinking about it, there is some hop character in here. It's got even a bit of a sweet kind of a flavor coming across the front of my tongue, and then again against the sides that I suppose would be from Cascade hops, which are a bit citrusy and grapefruity. So certainly a little bit of sweetness coming across the sides as well. I mean, there's going to be a reasonable amount of residual sugar in the beer. It's 9.2%. It's pretty high gravity, high alcohol. And because of this big, thick, creamy body, you've got this nice sweet malt character all the way through. Oh yeah. Again, every time I'm going into this, little different pieces are coming out. I'm always constantly reminded of that bourbon character. There's always a bit of sweet oak. There's always a bit of that vanilla coming across the sides. The chocolate, beautiful. The roast, outstanding. The roast is also a little bit bitter kind of in the back end. It cleans the beer off really nicely. I'm going to recommend this beer by itself. It's an unbelievable beer and you will want to appreciate it. At the same time, if you're lucky enough to get a few bottles, this is going to be menacing with chocolate desserts. Fantastic with classic New York cheesecake. It's just going to work so well with anything decadent and sweet. Soft cheeses, stinky cheeses too, even like big, deep roast. This is quite the beer. A lot of complexity. As I said, the mouthfeel is smooth and creamy. I am seriously enjoying this. Thanks McAuslan and the LCBO for bringing this beer back to us. Last year it wasn't at the LCBO. That sucked. Don't do that again. This should always be available to Ontarians because it's a menacingly fantastic beer. Cheers. Oh yeah.